Hey guys, yeah, we just got the 60-minute thing, but I thought I'd just log back in, so we could say, finish up properly, um, instead of just doing a runner. Here we go.
Hey,
Heyo! I was like, we just got cut out, but I was like, log back in so that we can finish the set of what we're talking about, and then,
absolutely.
yeah, and then we can finish it nicely. Instead of like, bye!
Right. It was
See you
funny. You were like,
later.
in the TikTok.
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. The end. Yeah. Um, can't think what you were in the middle of saying now.
Oh, I was talking about Sympathy for the Devil, that documentary
Oh
and stuff.
yeah, I was gonna say, have you watched the film about the guy from the Beach Boys?
Oh,
Which
Brian
one?
Wilson. No, I have
Mm.
not.
Because that's
Uh,
really good because that actually like it chronicles pet sounds.
yeah,
And it's really good because it shows like all of the it shows like all the studio footage of them recording and how he basically he did everything, and like he would
yeah, he's
basically
mad.
do like this, and then he'd ask, and yeah, it's really like, and the band members are how cranky they were getting because they didn't understand what he was seeing,
Envi-
you know. And he would be like, I need these particular people from wherever that played this instrument, and then get this guy and then this guy. And he brought in so many different people and instruments and all sorts of stuff. And he was like, he could hear it all in his head. And
Yeah,
and no one in the band like understood what he was trying to do at all. And then when it was finished and like he laid down the vocals, then they listened to it all the way through, they were like mind blown
Yeah.
by like what the fuck. And the thing that's really sad about that too is I don't even Pet Sounds, he didn't even get to play live, because they replaced him with another singer because of his mental illness. So
Yeah.
he worked so hard on that album, and I don't think he got to play it at the time it was released. Like I think
yeah.
he's played it since he's been doing old and doing solo or whatever. But at the actual time it came out, I don't think he ever got the chance to play it live, which is a real bummer. Like
Yeah.
they had somebody else like playing for him. But yeah, you should definitely check out that film, if because it does, basically the timeline fits massively with the Pet Sounds, and you get like that real introspective thing about the album, because yeah, that's an album that I love for the same reasons that you were saying. Like, and yeah, you can really like, yeah, he's just, oh, it's all in here with that
Yeah.
guy. And
It's
like
a
it's
feel
amazing.
the stuff that he's doing.
Yeah, exactly. um yeah, but yeah, with the Rolling Stones, yeah, that's an amazing song from what like, and yeah, like you said, from the start you have this thing that doesn't sound anything like it, and then it comes out, and it's, yeah, it's even like Paint It Black. Paint It
Yeah,
Black was like, I used to listen to that song on repeat as a kid. Like
yeah.
it was like the goth, it was like my little kid goth anthem, you know. It was like, oh, I want to paint it black. I used to think it was the best thing ever, like, you know. um yeah, and would like get so amped up on that, just on the song. I was like, that's my song, I want to paint everything black, I want my room black, you know. um yeah, it's like, yeah, there's like bands like that, like all like old school kind of bands, like where I feel like super inspired by.
Yeah, like Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you've seen how much I post about people.
yeah,
I'm like obsessed with David Gilmour, but I love Roger Waters. Like,
yeah,
he's just
absolutely.
not sexy like David Gilmour, but
Keanu
but
Reeves. How much you love Keanu Reeves.
oh yeah, I love Keanu Reeves. Give me the Keanu. I know, it's ridiculous. I'm like, he's like, yeah. I actually have. It's really funny. I on Instagram, there's a bunch of old co-workers, and they've got this like chat, and no shit, all it is photos of Keanu Reeves, gifs of Keanu Reeves, and memes of Keanu Reeves. And just, it'll like beep, and I'll be like, "What's this?" Oh yeah, like, Like, it's just all Keanu Reeves shit, like, just sent back and forth. Whenever it comes up in your feed, you just send it to the group, and everyone's like, yeah.
He's
Yeah.
such an angel.
Pardon?
He's such an angel. He's done nothing wrong ever in his whole life.
No, and he's had so much bad shit happen to him.
Oh,
Like, you like read his story and you're like, how are you like the nicest fucking dude on earth?
yeah.
And like, you know, he's like, you know, and I mean, fuck, that whole sad Keanu phase was one of the funniest things of all time. I mean, that was like at the beginning of memes, like before like memes really started. You know, that was when it started. And then there was that Michael Cera one where he was skipping. Do you remember that?
No.
And that got turned into one as well. So you had sad Keanu and then that weird Michael Cera one. And then like
later.
Yeah, look it up. Yeah. And it's like Michael Cera like doing this. He was like skipping along like or something. He's wearing the weirdest outfit. Almost like what's it called? The little like oh my God. That little kids show, I'm trying to think what it's called, with the little village and you've got fat Noddy. Noddy.
Yep,
You know what that is? Oh, yeah. Maybe it's a Australia UK thing, but I think it might be, maybe it is a UK show. But yeah, he looks kind of like this dude Noddy, and like yeah, people just like posting on. But I remember like that whole phase, and it was like sad Keanu, and then there was like 6 different sad Keanus like sitting with each other eating different foods and drinking different drinks, and I was just like, this is the best. It was like, yeah, the beginning of the meme, I think. Like, yeah, it's worrying that that's what, you know, this generation's gonna be remembered for, is memes and gifs and like, you know, nutty stuff. But yes, I do love Keanu. But oh, and I loved Mick Jagger when he was young. Those lips, like, you know, and like when he was, you know, he's like not as skinny, like in, you know, skeletal, like gonna die as he is now. But when he was young and like skinny and had the hair, and he was quite attractive.
Oof, I don't know. I'm not with you on that one.
Really? No, like when he had the longer hair, and like I'm trying to think what phase it was. There was a certain phase that he went through. But yeah, Pink Floyd, I mean, incredible. Like I feel like they were thinking outside the box long before many people were, like, particularly in terms of like mixing in like just without even thinking about the lyrics, just thinking about the music. Like they were started to mix in samples and like, you know, different things, and just the way that they would go musically, and like it would take you somewhere else. And then like when the vocals would kick in, it'd be like a whole nother dimension to it. Like I remember that song where, you know, whenever they play it live, like a huge pig comes down from the ceiling, and it's like, one of these days, you know, I'm going to tear you to pieces. And it's like, it's just really epic. And you know, and then it's like, and it's all like got all this like kind of electric stuff going on, but then they're like, you know, so it's like they had synthy stuff, and then like, and I was like, who's doing it? Where's it coming from? You know, and the guitars and the drums, and yeah, like I think they were like way ahead in that sense, and like someone like Hawkwind, you know, who's doing like crazy ass shit musically, and you're like, and then I always like think, whoa, because that was like bloody Motorhead. I always forget his name when I just go Motorhead. And Lemmy was in Hawkwind, wasn't it? I think for a little bit. Yeah. And I remember seeing old footage and being like, what the fuck? But like, yeah, you put on Hawkwind and you're like, it's like almost electronic music, but without any electronic equipment.
Yeah. They were crazy.
I mean, I'm sure they were all on a lot of drugs as well. Because it's like they all look like they're like fucking in outer space or something when they're playing. So I'm sure that's got a bit to do with it.
I had a friend who was at a bar with Lemmy, and he was like not Lemmy, but my friend was like really, really, really drunk.
I love it.
I'll tell you later. And, he probably wouldn't appreciate this, but he saw Lemmy at a bar, and he was like trying to talk to him, and he wasn't making any fucking sense. And Lemmy was like, "What the hell is going on?" Or whatever. And finally, the guy was just like, "I really like you, dude." And Lemmy pulls out a bag of speed, licks his own finger, sticks it in, and rubs it on the guy's like gums. And he was like, "Oh my god, how's it going, Lemmy? How are you?" He like started like totally making sense, and like came back to the table. Was like, "Yeah, I just had the greatest conversation with Lemmy." Just like, he gave me some of the speed.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, don't mention that. Yeah, that's cool. That's a really cool story. I'm digging it. But yeah, there is, and there's like all that stuff that kind of feeds in. But yeah, like I guess like with like I was gonna say like I guess more Rachel. Like what are your like you said you like a lot of industrial and that kind of stuff. So what are some of the like the influences like actually for the band do you think that you've kind of drawn on?
I mean, I definitely say like Leather Strip, Ministry, anything John's the Wiz. I really am a huge Sleep Chamber fan. Women of Sodom for sure is a big influence for me. Yeah, say about those. Yeah, anything John's the Wiz.
Yeah. Yeah. And like, and everyone, what's that?
Some Skinny Puppy, I guess, for more like swell days. You know, things like Coil, Throbbing Gristle, any of the greats. You can always
yeah.
there. But usually we get.
Yeah, I really like Coil. I
Split.
really like Coil.
Yeah, for sure. It's one of my favorite bands.
And they've got some some of the really more like weird ambient slow stuff that Coil did I kind of like
yeah,
you know, or when they did they released like that album that was basically it was just 9 Inch Nails and they've been playing it.
Recoiled, yeah.
Yeah, Recoil, yeah. That was really cool.
I didn't know how to feel about that.
I mean, I obviously prefer 9 Inch Nails singing their own songs than Coil singing them, but you know, I think you know.
I'm not a giant 9 Inch Nails fan, so it's.
You're not okay, yeah. So I when I was young, I wasn't, and then I just like, yeah, I like them a lot.
I mean, that being said, anytime we put it on, why do I always say that? This album is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
I love.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, like I've seen them live like a ton of times, and they're always fucking perfect live.
Far away. Our friend is the photographer at this festival that we played where 9 Inch Nails was playing. Or was that the year after?
No, it was.
Anyways, yeah, she's the photographer, so she got us backstage, and like even the people like running that festival couldn't get that close, and we were just like this close to them playing, and it was like pouring, so everyone in the crowd was like getting soaked, and we're just sitting there watching.
You're just like, yeah.
That was fucking cool. I mean, that made me want to listen to more 9 Inch Nails for sure.
Yeah, I got
because I mean, I love
side stage.
Like,
bro, I can see you. I'm like, yeah, you can.
Yeah. I love that shit. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I love it. You know, when someone sees you and they're like, "I saw you on the day," and you're like, "What can I say?" You know?
Yeah.
Because actually, it's a funny when 9 Inch Nails were last here, I saw them 2 nights in a row, and they were and I think it was first night I saw them, Tony Hawk was behind me, like watching, and I was like, Tony Hawk is motherfucking just there. And then and as soon as I said that, and then I think I might have tweeted like, when you're watching 9 Inch Nails and Tony Hawk is behind you or something like that, and then no shit, within like 10 to 15 minutes, like. It was like all I could see was people's heads, like everyone turning around, like to see him, and I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Wasn't me." Sorry, man. But yeah, fuck. It was just so bizarre because it was like, why are you even here? Like, it was like it's just him and his wife or whatever, just sitting there watching.
Hanging out.
Yeah.
I never get to meet famous people. It like never happens for me.
Hey,
Really?
Matthias.
Hi, Matthias. Yeah, I'm trying to think of who I met David Cross, who I'm obsessed with.
Yeah.
We were behind Ricky Gervais when
Oh
we were
wow.
in London recently.
Yeah. Was he being an ass? I've heard he's kind of an ass because
He didn't even look at us or look at anybody.
I mean, we didn't say or anything. I didn't feel the need to say hello.
He's not he's not like the kind of person like I like some of his stuff, you know, but like he's not like the kind of person I'd want to talk like I'd probably actually say something to. But like when I was working over there, we had like a car service that would drive me like to the airport and shit when I'd go overseas, and that guy used to drive Ricky Gervais, and he said like Ricky Gervais would like request, do not fucking speak to me the entire ride, like so like yeah, he wanted complete like don't talk to me, I want complete like I don't care, like, you know, whatever music or do whatever you want, but just don't fucking talk to me at all. Like,
because he was in first class, of course, and just and everyone was looking around because I think there was more like comedians with them or something. I definitely know there was because there was one asshole that was with them that had like a quinoa blueberry salad that he kept eating with his hands, dropping everywhere.
Yeah.
People, you know who I am? Oh, we're in town.
Yeah. They were like, we're in first class. I can be a fucking slob and like throw shit around. But yeah, I heard he's kind of arsey. So yeah. Which you can kind of see, like, when you watch certain things. Like, I only really like that Afterlife show that he did. But, like, some of the other stuff he's done, I'm not that.
Oh, yeah, the Afterlife show. Yeah, no, I'm good.
That was the, like...
Yeah. It's like
it was like the first season, I liked it. It was, like, depresso. Because it was totally different for him. And so it was, like, him being sarcastic and stuff, and it was kind of cool. But, yeah, the second season kind of didn't work at all. But the
one that we watched when we first moved here, I can't remember the name.
90 Day Fiance.
No, I don't think it's that. Yeah, we are terrible people. We love reality TV, like the worst kinds. Like we watch 90 Day Fiance. I'm sure you're a better person than we are and don't know what that is.
I don't actually know what that is. I was gonna say, did you guys watch Love Is Blind?
Oh, actually, we tried and thought it was really boring. We just recently tried.
I haven't watched it at all, so yeah.
Yeah, it was boring.
Like the the trashier the show I like. I mean, it has to be literal human garbage.
I used to be obsessed with Jerry. Jerry used to be my jam when that used to be on. I used to love that shit. Jerry Springer.
Oh yeah.
That is like extreme trash, and I used to love that. We used to get that on during the day, and I used to love it. I'd be like, this is the best shit. Like just human record. Yeah, Maria and
best.
He was always the one that was like, you know, the baby's not yours, and like was gonna read out the results, you know. We did a paternity test, and then like read it out, and I'd be like, you slut. He always had those ones. I kind of like some of that, but not a lot. Like I'm a bit like I get really like
morals and standards. I'm happy to hear that.
Well, like there's like I've tried watching it in every other country and it doesn't work. But that Gogglebox show, the UK one is really funny. If you like watch it every week, it's fucking hilarious.
What is it called?
I tried Gogglebox. So it's basically you're watching people watching TV.
Huh.
And they're talking. like they're talking with each other. And so like it goes to all these different houses, and so there's all regulars, like houses they go to, and like, you know, and it's just like regular human like, you know, reality, like they're just chatting about crazy shit that's been on TV that week, and they're like all talking as the show's on and stuff. It's really fun. Only works in UK though. Like I looked at there's an American one. Yeah.
My from London came over and put it on. I don't think you were here. Yeah, he put it on, and yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah, but if you start watching it, like, because I never liked it before, because it used to be on late TV, like before I moved there, and then I saw like an episode, and then like started watching it each week, and then I became like, yeah, I became a fucking addict to it, and I was like, it's so funny. And then they did like celebrity ones, and they had like Liam Gallagher, and it was the fucking best thing ever. Liam Gallagher with his mother and his son, and he's like just losing it. Like, yeah, I like going nuts. Sorry, I'm just putting some power on there. Yeah, and so like they do that, and there's all those, and like Love Hotel, that show. I used to watch that.
I haven't heard of that one either. I mean, let me write
That's one of those ones where they like.
We're gonna find it.
What's that? Yeah, go. Yeah, Love Hotel is the hotel version, but the better one is the restaurant. I can't remember what it's called, but it's like it's a restaurant. You go on a date, and it's bloody good. That one's trashy and good. You'd like that.
I remember.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's
like
train wreck. It's terrible. Yeah.
Yeah, and like sometimes, and then at the end, it'll be like, "Would you like?" You know, you tell them whether like it'll be like, "Would you like to see Blah again?" And the person, one of them will be like, I really thought we connected, and you know, da, da, da. Yeah, I'd really love to see them again. And then the other one goes like, nah, I kind of see you more as a friend. Like, and then it's just like awkward silence.
Have you seen this show? It's called Naked Attraction.
Oh, I've seen it. Yes.
Where
they slowly reveal the body parts. Yeah.
They show like the vagina and the dick first, and they move up another level, and they like eliminate people. It's horrible though. I think that's
it is
terrible. You're gonna like pick someone based on the way their vagina looks, like
or even even like just like seeing someone, like the dick should be almost like a semi-reveal, like halfway through, like because I feel like chicks are so like brutal, like so it's like, you know, like this dick comes up and you're like, nah, look at that fucking tiny little fucker, out of here. And then like, you know, you pick someone and they're like gross when you finally get to the big reveal, and you're like, oh, and then the person comes out with who had the like average dick and they were fucking great, and you're like, oh,
yeah,
you know, picked the wrong one. Like, yeah, like it's sort of like, yeah, I feel like that should be like a semi-reveal halfway through, not like the first thing that you go, nah, because you haven't seen like remotely anything else yet, so you have no idea, unless the person is like, you know, the body type going with it is totally not your type, then you just like immediately wipe them out. But it's pretty brutal, even that like
the whole concept is totally fucked up.
Yeah, like it's like
very judgmental.
Have you watched the Japanese, though, the Japanese like
game shows?
Dating ones? Oh no. My god, they are brutal. They're like, it's like, who thinks this? Like one guy comes out and he's got 20 chicks, right? And the guy will come out and it'll be like everyone has to punch the button, right?
Yeah.
Then and it'll light up and make a noise if you think he's attractive, and then it's like, put, you know, bang the thing if you think he's, and no one does, and it's just like, oh fuck, that 20 chicks have all just like, you know, or they'll get through with a few and he'll be like, they're just like so brutal. Like they'll be like, they'll watch a video and I'll be like, nah, he plays video games, he doesn't really earn enough money, you know, yeah, but they're so harsh, like in like
here we are in life. This is our TV entertainment. And
yeah. So I guess I know a bit of reality show, but yeah, not all of it. Not I'm not like as bigger addicts as you guys.
Like we watched Survivor. That's
wow, yeah. Like I haven't watched Survivor since like season 1.
Okay,
I think
I'm not gonna get into it because I can.
He's very passionate about Survivor. See, we
Yeah,
actually
you?
prefer
I think yeah,
Australia.
I think I've watched season 1 like all the way through, maybe
Those are
some 2.
You have to like skip forward to like season maybe like 6 or 7.
No, they have 4 seasons.
Oh, you're talking about Australian Survivor.
Oh, any yeah, because we have the
Australian
Australian one,
Survivor.
but we also plays the American one as well.
The Australian Survivor, they actually beat the fuck out of each other. It's kind of crazy. It's
Yeah,
like
all of
almost,
their
That's what I mean. The Australian Survivor's next level.
it's like almost Lord of the Flies shit, like straight up.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And the ads for it are like da 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 and da 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 are like plotting against each other and like do there's gonna be a coup and like all this crazy shit. Yeah. No. Yeah, this is SPITMASK talking about reality shows. And how they influence their music. That would be cool though. SPITMASK do a reality some kind of weird reality set.
No idea how many people have told us that we should have our own reality TV show.
Yeah,
It's like a little.
like God
Are you
damn it.
big? Are you, like a big brother?
Around, people would be shocked in both ways. Like,
Yeah.
like, oh, they're
I
kind
think
of like,
we're pretty
oh,
boring now.
well,
Sometimes.
we used to be
Yeah,
psychotic.
but you got to remember though, with those shows though, they weed out and take out all the boring shit, so you don't see that. Like they just go to the highlights, It's like blah blah blah. He's hooking up with blah 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 in there, and like it's like, oh, let's all go and watch these people have a shower and watch their dicks flopping around for like for like 5 minutes. You know what I mean? And you're like,
Oh no!
I'm learning a lot. I'm learning a lot right now.
Ideas.
What's that?
You can be our executive producer. You
Yeah,
have
I'm
ideas. Like
yeah. I actually watched like I used to have problems sleeping, and then there'd be like a Big Brother up late, and it's like the recap, but it's like the naughty stuff that they didn't play during prime time. It's like when everyone hooks up and like and when everyone's naked and like jacuzziing and whatever else. Really trashy.
Main show. I don't know that part out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think we've exhausted our reality thing there. I guess like I wanted to properly finish up rather than just hang up on you guys. So
Either way.
I was like, oh, just hung up. Yeah, in terms of, I've just bloody dropped a whole bunch of nail polish. Sorry. There.
Oh.
Oh, don't worry, it's just dry. It's all good. Do you know this person? Greetings from Houston.
Hello.
Who is that?
EJ
Sorry.
of Troy.
Hi.
Hi.
But someone from the homeland. I've always wanted to go to Texas, actually.
Yeah, Austin and Houston, amazing.
Yeah, and just to see like what it's like. I think it's the same weather as Australia, from what I've been told.
Yeah.
So,
Have you been to the US?
Yeah, but I've only been to like places in California and New York.
Yeah.
But not anywhere else.
Yeah.
No. But I'd like to go like to the South and like look at all that crazy shit, because it just doesn't like, it just seems like weird, like to me.
It is.
I'd probably
I'd love to go and see that.
I would wait a while.
Maybe don't go right now.
Yeah, no. I mean, we can't even leave our own states now. A whole bunch of people we just had like some restrictions eased, and a whole bunch of people have fucked it up already. So we just got like yesterday they announced that they're putting the restrictions back on, because people like already fucked it up in like 2 weeks of having a bit more relaxed stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, fucking hell.
I guess it's just kind of bound to happen, but
Well, it's interesting. It was more like it was families is the biggest problem. So it was like families are basically hanging out and then going and hanging out with other families or like extended family visiting and stuff. So like you're only meant to have like 5 people at your house. That's the max, like 5 visitors at a, and you know they're having like 15 or so, and like people have like got symptoms of COVID and they know they have, and they're going to work because they don't want to lose a sick day or something. And then so that they said that was the biggest like thing. So we're lucky that we've got like a good government, because the government said like basically if you get tested and you've got COVID and you have to take 2 weeks off work, you know, if you're worried about taking a sick day or losing money, like obviously that's why people aren't doing the right thing. They're like, so what we're going to do is like implement, like if you get tested and they say you've got COVID, you have to stay home for 2 weeks. They'll give you 50, whatever that was, $1,500. They'll give you $1,500 as like a
nice, and I think that's
as an incentive to like stay home for the 2 weeks and not go to work and not do anything.
In the States, it would help, you know, fix all the. It's so fucked up there, but I mean, I remember like when I got my wisdom teeth taken out in the States, like I worked a half day after that just because I didn't want to use one of my sick days, you know, like I understand people in the States not wanting to use sick days or whatever, and like help people out, and then cases will go down. It's like pretty obvious.
Because like the number in America is really high.
Yeah.
And it's not going down, so it's like there's definitely going to be a spike. And like I said, it's only been 2 weeks and we haven't even got like we were at like you could have 20 people at a restaurant with social distancing and 5 visitors at your house, and you could have a gathering outside of a house of 10 people, and 2 weeks and we've already fucked it up. And it wasn't even that hard. Woo! Lost you. Dropped you. And it wasn't even that hard. Like, and you kind of think like, fuck, man. And like, I went to the supermarket like earlier today, like, and I was like wearing my black goth mask, and I was like the only person there wearing one. It's like everyone now, because there's been some restrictions. You don't have to. Just like don't care.
But you don't have to wear them there in a grocery store?
No, like that's suggested, like it's promoted, like everyone should wear one. But just like but like there's not like store policies or anything where it's like you have to, like you can't come in this store unless you're wearing a mask or anything. So you know, because some of the things have relaxed, like tons of people are just like, oh, doesn't matter, like it's really rare, you know. And then that's how now it's starting again, because everyone's just like totally like not bothering with the social distancing or not wearing a mask or, you know, anything like that. So it's really like frustrating, because then you're like, and then this comes back. And so now they've deferred a ton of things opening, you know, and that one of those things will end up being shows, like bands. Because their bands and stuff is already at the bottom of the list. And so the more that people keep fucking up, the further and further it's going to get pushed out. It's like, God, like just do the right thing.
For like a year or something, I really wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, well, international, everyone sort of said, forget about it. It's going to be like way into next year. Like we'll probably stop. Like Australia particularly, like is just going to close the border to everyone and be like, you can't come in, like for international. So it'll end up. But once actual like local shows start happening again, they were supposed to start, I think, in 2 weeks or a week. Just small ones, like the 20 people or whatever. But they're so expensive, like so expensive. Like the bar that we just go to for drinks, like normally, they're charging like fucking some ridiculous amount. Like
for their lost profits and all that.
Yeah. And like, so we're talking like dive bars charging like, 50 up from $50 up to $90 up, like, and it was like you having like a local band play and you sit down and watch and pay like $90 for it, like at a dive bar. No, like
That's crazy.
it's really nuts. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, yeah, I'm not, I'm not going to pay to test it out. You know what I mean? I'd rather wait like a couple of months until it's like, oh, it's cool to have 50 or 100 people or whatever. And like, it's been tested and like, it's fine. And then prices start to come down. Cause like, yeah, that's like cause you want to like support the industry.
Yeah.
But at the same time, $90, like,
$90.
you're like, it's like $90 is
right now. Like most people haven't been able to work, or if
yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. I think that's what people have like not taken into account is like a lot of people haven't worked and stuff. So they don't have $90 to just throw to go. Like you just go to the shops and buy alcohol and drink at home. Like it's way cheaper and you don't have to worry about all this social distancing COVID crap. So yeah.
Line or something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I guess I was just gonna say, like you guys. I guess I've followed since the beginning, since you guys kind of started. I've always been following and posting you guys on the blog and that kind of thing. So it's awesome, like to finally get to talk, like and stuff like that. Yeah, and like, I can't wait until everybody comes back and we can start like hearing new shit and everyone is playing again and that kind of thing. Yeah, and I guess like, yeah, I just want to say like, yeah, I love, you guys along with like Hyde. Yeah, I like, like you guys and Hyde and like Uniform and like Operant and like they're all like really big like ones that I really love. And every time someone there like puts something out, I'm always like boop on it, like so yeah, like it's been like really cool. So I just wanted to thank you guys for coming on the show, like, and actually talking. And
I do appreciate it. Thank you so much.
and just chilling, like, because that's the funny part is like some of it's Q&A, some of it's just conversation, dribbling, you know what I mean? Because I think more than anything, that's what people like, I think, need at the moment is like that connect.
Absolutely.
So that's sort of why I started it. I was like, because I know so many musicians and stuff, and I was like, everyone's sitting around doing nothing, so like, why not like just let's all just fucking have a big chit chat, and like like it's a perfect timing for it. So yeah, it's awesome that you guys could do it, and we could get it all organized and stuff because it's such a hard thing with all different time zones, but we got it. Yeah, and I think like hopefully people have gotten a lot out of it, and gets new people wanting to listen to the music as well, because there's been so many different like people coming in on all of these different interviews, and they've been like, hey, I didn't know who this person was, but I really enjoyed that like Q&A thing, like, and then they go and look. So I feel like that's a good thing,
and it's really cool how diverse it was.
Yeah, like there's just like quite a lot of different music, like different things. I'm trying to get Luna to come on. Yeah, as well. Yeah, but there's like a ton of different like eclectic, I guess, people coming in, which is really cool, to do different things. And I think it's like really important. Like, I mean, I guess one of the big parts about my whole blog is like supporting underground musicians, and like when new shit comes out, I'll like be on it and like posting it and stuff. And like, yeah, I love that like, like you can do that, and then people will say, hey, like you've turned me on to so many bands that I didn't know about.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I listen to them, or like whatever. Like Or I've had bands like, you know, contact me and be like, fuck, like this person and that person I like, and, you know, here's our thing. And then I'll be like, fuck, that's awesome. And then, like, you know, it's kind of like it's a cool circle. Like, and I think, you know, it's just like supporting everyone.
Yeah.
And I love, like, you know, like I said, Philip's rad. I love like almost everything that comes up on his label. Same with the instruments as well. And, you know, there's like quite a few like record labels that I'll be like immediately I'm like drawn to. Like, I know that whatever they put out is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I am going to announce actually later or tomorrow, but if anyone knows now, I'm going to be speaking to Jay Gambit next. I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's like,
he played a show in New York,
something like that.
Like Executioner's Mask, and so he's coming on. He's doing he did, and he's just done a score or something for a movie, so he's coming on. That'd be cool to so yeah, like it's a bunch of different, and then like, you know, different people have said, like, I don't know if you saw any of the crazy King Dude one, but
we were actually just watching some
that was next level. He had to make sure that he was the longest interview that we have.
He likes to talk so much,
yeah, because this is the thing, we've known each other for like, I don't know, nearly 2 decades, and he talks more than me, and I can talk a lot. So like then you put us together, and like, you know, there's people writing in the comments, poor Renee can't even get a word in, like stuff like that. And he's just like, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, you haven't asked me a question yet. And I'm like, because you haven't shut up yet. Like, I'm like, when you shut up, then I can ask you a question, but you just keep going. And like, but he actually, he was like, I love those guys. Like I said, you guys were coming up. He was like, what are some other people that are coming up? And and then I said, blah, blah, and then SPITMASK. And he was like, oh, yeah, I love those guys. I don't know if you saw that bit, but you actually got a King Dude approval.
Awesome.
Which is, when if you did watch all of that 4 parts, you'll see him like, when it gets to
all 4 hours, but
no, but if you just skip, maybe if you skip to part 4, you'll see like there's like at the beginning he's had a couple of drinks, and then at part 4 he's fucking wasted, and he's like, this band sucks, so so it's a good thing you guys got an up, so because when it gets to part 4, there's a lot of people who don't get ups, let me tell you.
That's what we're gonna watch as soon as we're done.
He's just like, and then he like had a whole you have to see it. He's just like, I dare them to write one real song, and I'm like, oh fuck. It's amazing. And it's typical.
That's why I did not drink today. Brian's like, should I get you a bottle of wine? I was like, no, I think probably not.
Yeah.
Because then I get like too honest.
Well, I spoke to like an Australian icon, and he was like, I'm drinking margaritas. He was already drinking them before we started, and I was like, oh, and I was like, all right, then I'll go get some tequila, and I'll make some drinks, and I'll have a shot, you know, like when we start the interview and stuff. And so he did, and like he's like, maybe it's not a good idea, maybe it is, and he's just like all the way through. It was so Aussie because we were both drunk. He's like, fuck, and then I was like, fuck, and then I was like, yeah, fuck that. Like, we're just like, it's just an hour of us going like, fuck that, So it's like, it was really fun, like, and it was just like, and everyone's just like, I'm like, people must have tuned in that obviously don't know who he is, and because they're not from Australia, and been like, what the fuck is this guy on about? Like, because it's like, you know, and then I think that's the Aussiest one. So it's just like, add all this alcohol and then 2 Aussies, and it was just like fucking, and then hands everywhere. It was a good one. But so anyway, what I wanted to say was, yeah, a huge thank you for coming and doing it and being like so chill.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, I hope everything goes really well. And now whenever I watch anything, I'm going to be looking at Brian. Maybe being like,
Because I'm the one that gets.
you're the one that fucks everything up. Yeah, but yeah, it was awesome having you guys, and I'll yeah, I hope you guys have a good day over there. Yeah, because it's Sunday for you guys as well, isn't it? It's like nighttime here, but daytime for you. So yeah, awesome. So yeah, I'll sign off, and yeah, it's been rad, and
Yeah.
so yeah, no
All right.
problems.
Talk again soon.
Yeah, we'll talk again.
Yes, we will. Oh yeah, and did you get the download I sent you?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I downloaded it yet, but I need to. Thank you for
Yeah,
reminding me.
yeah. Awesome. Okay, see you guys. Bye.
Bye.